Do. Hello, hello, hello. No musical interlude this one. This is purely experimental to see how the live stream is actually working. At the moment, I need to just check. Oop. Come out of this. Go into that. Go into that. And see what's going on. So we are not at the greatest position with streaming. Oh, hello, Rob. How's the sound? Because that's the important thing at the moment. Can you hear me, Rob? Can you hear me, Rob? Are you there? Speak to me. Although that was from last week, actually, wasn't it? So, how's the sound? Right, yeah, I'm just watching myself on the phone, and obviously it's, yeah, so obviously there's that. So if you can hear me, just say something in the chat, because then I'll continue. Because these are actually, I'm recycling. I'm very environmentally friendly, so I'm recycling from last week's stream that didn't happen. So Luke and Rob and Judge aren't actually here. So if you are here and you want to claim first, you can do that, and you'll be the big winner of the day. But I know that the visual is going to be glitchy. But the stream is the strongest it has been for a very long time. So yeah, if anyone can say hi, hello, greetings, salutations. It's not great. I can hear you. Oh, you are here. So that's something at least. Yeah, and you claimed first as well. Yes. So Luke claimed first last week. You get it this week. Well done. That's. I was running behind today. I've been doing lots of stuff around the house, mostly feeding myself. Sorry, feeding myself, and what else was I doing? Having to attend to a new tumble dryer. Okay, slow-mo video, but sound is fine. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. So as long as I can get you guys throwing stuff out, I can respond to, I can keep on talking, and then at least we've got communications going on. But as I was just, I was just saying, hello, Mouse, my wonderful assassin of bots, the mustard assassin. Yeah, I'm tonight. We are going to be building the third warlord. Trying to get the base done as well, but I forgot to bring in the first two, so I'm going to quickly run back. I will be about 20 seconds to get the two warlords I wanted to show off, and then I can get on with building the third one. It's going great. You know, I wasn't expecting to be here, but yeah, two-way communication. Woohoo! So please chat amongst yourselves in the chat, because obviously I won't be here, and people coming in going, there's nobody there. And I will move the main camera into position as well, because you don't want to see full screen Lily. It's not a pretty thing. So I'm going to start start counting. Somebody start counting. I'll be back. Ha ha ha! I've returned in record time, he says. Whew, right. I I didn't run per se. I briskly walked. Yeah, so I managed to get what I wanted to get, which I should have brought it with me in the first place. But wahoo! We're waiting for Lee, trademark. This is how new kids are doing existential plays, a la Waiting for Godot. Yes. Should have an intermission thing. If only I was musically talented like that, then we would have an intermission theme, because it feels right at the end of the day. That's something, you know, like old school black and white, but with metal music. I can dig that. I can totally dig that. Sorry for the typos, by the way. My glasses are really bad at this rate, and I can't actually see what I'm typing. I'm just touch typing. No, don't apologise. You know, I'm not the greatest of spellers at times. So anyway, so for the last couple of weeks where I haven't been on the YouTubes, I've been busily trying to organise getting a engineer sent out to repair or see to what the hell's going on. So for those that are here and know of the several months now where internet has been particularly dodgy. So basically, having a conversation with my ISN provider, they're going, "Oh, we're doing a test now, and you're getting like 40 meg download and like 30 meg upload," and I'm going, "But we're not." It's all well and good that coming into the house, but from the house we are getting diddly squat. I've even had to stop using Wi-Fi on my phone to actually go and search the internet, because the Wi-Fi, it would just like buffer face me and not actually do anything. But it's more a case for Sam, because she's a counsellor therapist and obviously doing a lot of online therapy and counselling at present. And the last thing you need is the internet to go skew with in the middle of a counselling session. So not good. So it needs to be sorted, and obviously that has a bad reflection upon her. So yeah, so had a conversation. Got to wait until Valentine's Day for Mr. Technical Dude to turn up, see what's going on, and replace router and whatever. So I'm just happy that we've got something going at the moment, because the last couple of weeks when I've been doing streaming on OBS, it has the count of what's actually going through, and at the moment we're averaging around about 1100 kbs, which is significantly better than like 0.4 kbs or 40 kbs. So yes, it's all good. So what's going on here? Good. They owe you lost revenue. I wish. I've been trying to upgrade my internet, but the engineer cancelled the appointment because there was a wheelie bin in the way. What? Job's worth. Wheelie bin. Yeah. Yeah. I know, like, it's frustrating on that side of things, but I know from the other side of things that you do get sometimes, oh, he moved my wheelie bin and now I have the plague. It happens. It's just one of those annoying things. So, yeah, unfortunately, but hopefully you can get that sorted out at some point, and at least that way you can enjoy internets. As I've said before, where I am currently, the road next to us has really great internet service providers, but they seem to have stopped and not bothered to come to us because we're at the end of the road. We're a like a little, well, I would say cul-de-sac, but yeah, we're a dead end road where we are. No throughway here, but they stopped at the road before us. So yeah, great. Yeah, helicopter's about, yeah. I have to wait for an appointment now. Oh my fucking god, rage. I'd rage for sure. Rob's a very silent and rager. He would be noble and dignified in his ferocity and fury. As you can see in the Titan I have made to represent Rob. So this is the little chap. Right, let's bring this over. Whee! Oh, whee! So, oh, ah! So, yes, let's get some light onto the chap. Right, so there you go. So this is Rob's one. I can't remember the name. It's very long and Greek, and I can't pronounce it at the best of times. Hey, Mellow Shade, welcome, dude. Well, nice to hear. Actually, I saw your post earlier on about your little visit to South Hall Park or whatever, with the old building. That was very interesting. I didn't even know about that either. Yes. So this is Rob in Titan form as part of the Pantheon that I'm doing for my Legio Vulturum. So he is the Shaker of Earth. That is why he has the formidable Quig cannon, and I couldn't resist and gave him a Graviton cannon. And on the top, the nice big Gatling blasters, because they just look mean. And oh, look, see, look, Inception. Whee! Sorry, I'll behave. So that is what I done last Wednesday. He was built in because I couldn't get the stream going, so I just hung out online with some friends, and I built it. And then on my day off on Thursday, I majority painted it to represent. This is the personal heraldry of this, because there he is. There. Zoom, come on, focus, god damn you. Why are you no focus? Right, take that off. There you go. So yeah, some people might recognise it as a night transfer for Gerontius, but I thought that represented Rob perfectly, because in the Pantheon he is Poseidon, and that just reminds me of Clash of the Titans when Poseidon goes swimming down and opens up the gate for the Kraken. So that was perfect, I thought, for him, if it would actually focus. So you got the little Furion type, no, not Furions, were they? Malanax script, so I put that on lots of places everywhere. The chains, some more Malanax script. Work. The red really does stand out on this, and I really do enjoy that. And yeah, that's Rob. And to represent, obviously, he's the Shaker of Earth. You had to have some like demolished buildings that he's strutting through. This is possibly also like the first Vulturum base without any dead Marines on. So that's cool. He goes to join some of the other awesome people that I know that I am incorporating into my little. Hey, Chrissy, one of the other people that has been immortalized in plastic Titan form, Chrissy or Magusa, because I remember her name because it's easy and I kind of named her. Yeah, one of the Warhounds I did a while back. But yeah, so that's Rob in his glory. As you see from last week, this is this is the one that represents moi. This is again, can't remember the name, but I done his little tag as well because he represents Zeus. Because yeah, I'm Zeus. Yeah, I like doing Zeus things. So because of my hobby son Luke and his obsession with fists on Titan, I gave him 2 fists. But being magnetized, I will swap that out for a volcano cannon because I feel that's more appropriate as a lightning bolt being hit. The chains, look, they just move. Look at them. If it was focus, damn you, technology! I'll tell you what, I'll kick off big time. Oh, there you go. So they've all been painted and washed and stuff. But yes, so we've got 2 formidable bad boys there. Let's catch up what's going on there. Hi to you, hi. Love the top of base bites. Well, you know, you are pretty decent with your bases, and obviously, since all these Titan things started, I've been before this I would just do texture paint and washes and dry brush as base, which I technically still do, but I have added detail like Dead Dude and Dead Dude 2 and Dead Dude 3 and Dead Didn't. So yeah, these were from Dark Materials, I think his name is on Instagram. It's a friend of mine, Fraser Hepburn, whatever he's. I can't honestly. My naming things are getting really bad recently. Sorry, I do apologise. But he does he prints off like name tag things. But after I'd done, which I did last year, it was a warlord, and I think you'll remember it's the one that I painted. It was a dark angel underneath a ladder. For the warlord, it was a Legio Ozidax type warlord, and little dead dude, little dead peoples. Yes, the deadest of peoples. And I have been doing them all as white scars. I don't know. I like white scars, but I don't know why I've been doing them as white scars. But I have. I'm not going to apologise because I'm not. This Titan is of the Legio Crucius, the warmongers. A loyalist, Legio. You see, I've done the. Oh, you've been scratched up by Mr. Fisty. Ooh. See, the little Vulcans. That's a bit better. So, but the tattooing, the decals have gone on really well on these. But yeah, and I liked doing. It just reminds me of sort of one of the Amityville house, but with green slate. I don't know. I like the colour. It's a nice contrast. And then obviously just battered up buildings, crushed and stampled into the ground to make it. Dark Materials minis. It was Jamie's one. Yeah, because it's his boy who does it mostly, isn't it? Fraser just birthed him. Oh, he didn't birth him. He spawned him. His wife birthed him. That's how it works. But yes, Dark Materials minis. There you go. But yeah, the chains on him, obviously chains on Zeus. I think they really do sort of work. I see if I put the light on them a bit better. There you go. So, why you can't see me through the light. But yeah, so this is my optimal format for moi, Volcano Cannon, Power Fist, and the Vulcan Megabolt array. And then, as I said, with the Earth Shaker, actually, I can tell you that I'll try to pronounce their names. You know, sometimes I just get a bit too cocky, and yeah, because I didn't just want to call him Zeus. Poseidon. It's a bit blatant, that. Moi, him, is Agidushos, bearer of Aegis. Me. Right. Enosishphon. Enoshphon. Enosiphon. Enosiphon. Shaker of Earth. Which these are actually our alternate names for Poseidon and Zeus. The one we'll be doing today is Mamaktes, which is Hades, but obviously the name is first for Bloodshed, and that's for Phil. I was actually going to say Mouse, my beloved, my wondrous assassin of bots. Would you like to be a Warbringer? Because I have a Warbringer, and I wanted to do one for you as well, because your Mouse, your family. So, yes. So if that's okay, then say, hell yeah, why not? Or you could be a Reaver. You choose. But I've only got one Warbringer, and there's only one Mouse. So, just saying. Yes. So yeah, so that's them. They are really easy to paint, and I can't. Now I have used airbrush, so it doesn't necessarily make it easier. It does, but it's a lot of cleaning involved. But it does make a difference to how the colours come out, because with both of these, I go with a base. I do all the lead belcher first, so it's grey primer, Warbringer. Okay, there you go. You're the Warbringer. Can you put a dead bot on the base? What, your one? You want a dead bot, or a dead bot on Mouse's base? Talk to me, Goose. Yeah. So once all the plastic's assembled, it is Halford's grey primer across the base and the model. Normally, I don't attach them beforehand. This one I did, but it worked out. It's fine. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm with you now. So after the Halfords, I go with lead belcher spray all over, and then I airbrushed. Oh bloody hell! Xandri dust. That's it. So Xandri dust base. This is Screaming Skull. Now, when you put those colours through an airbrush, the Xandri dust is not as brown. It's sort of like a greenish brown. It's really weird. And I thought, oh, I've really fucked up here. But I persevered and then went over with the Screaming Skull through the airbrush, because again, it lightens it up quite significantly. Have I got lights? I have got lights on, but I haven't got a light there. That's why. Sorry, I was not concentrating. I was distracted by a light bulb. I do apologise. I didn't say anything. So yeah, so you get a lighter hue, and you always do that with airbrushes. It comes out slightly lighter. but obviously you get that smoother finish as well, so you don't get as many sort of brush strokes and stuff. And then all I've done after that is my how I mix up my agrax. So it's like a lot of water, and I can't say what percentage it is. It's about 50-50 ish. And when I apply it, if it's looking too dark, I'll add a bit of brush of water on into it to just rinse it down a little bit. But it's where it collects. It does give you like the tide marks around the edges there. I often also, around certain parts like this, I do also go over it again later with a little bit of like neat agrax sort of thing, just to make sure you can see the shadow of the actual thing. But for the most part, it is just basically watered down agrax. That's it. There's no real secrets or techniques or anything like that. That is purely it. That is 90% of your painting done with that. What I also do is I also apply agrax neat via airbrush for the superstructure and all the metallics, because one, it doesn't clump up as much, but it does sort of take the colour to a different area, so you get that nice sort of like industrialized metal that's been sort of like it's been through things, it's seen things, man. And obviously that's how you get that sort of look on the chains, because these are normally like silver. These are proper silver chains, jewelry chains. They're a 2.5mm. You can get it from Amazon. I'm not sponsored by Amazon, but that's where I got them from a couple of years ago, because I wanted to do the chains for my big Titans for their kill banners. But obviously after doing this and doing that with that one, I quite like that. It's like chainmail codpiece. Loincloth even. But yeah, they are quick to do once you get going. It's obviously building the Titans and the posing of it, which is the hard part. Because the top section's pretty much, once you break the top sections, it's getting the posing right. And if you get the posing right, it adds more to the model than anything else. I said lots of people have been liking the striding stance that we got here with Rob's one. Most people like this one for the chains. Understandable. It is quite a nice little effect. It looks good. It wibbles. So what's not to like, really? Killer robots, little tail drone, mechanicum or some such. It'll be hilarious. I do seriously miss being able to use rattle cans. Airbrush is great, but to be honest, it's much faster to just rattle can. It is obviously humidity, yes, and you get a lot more humidity over there. Color change when used through airbrush always, because they're different, like thicknesses or whatever. Need to airbrush my demon. Yes, your paint. Didn't you get a place today? Is that what you posted up earlier on Instagram, that you actually placed on the tournament thing you was up at Warhammer World for, Chris? I wasn't imagining it with your little dead dude, orangey purple dudes. Sorry. I love watered down agrax. I have a pot. Yes, I have a pot ready mixed with water and one half and half with null oil. That's what Mark Bedford used to say about for doing over decals. Once you've done your decals and that, go over it with like half agrax, half null, which will help sort of tone it in and stuff like that. Oh, that was last night. Okay. But well done. Congratulations. I'll probably still do oil though. Just do the decals first, Rob. Do those decals. Get those little buggers done. Magusa. Yay. So yes, so that is the current state of play in the world of Titans. We're going for the third. We're going for the hat trick now. Sorry, it's just notification that Richard Gray liked my picture. Love it. Right, let's get these chaps out of the way. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to stop holding this because I'm doing this a lot, and it's like, and then back again. So that's very scary. I apologise to children watching everywhere, and adults who are also children that are watching. So let's see if I can clip that into some sort of position, like so. So there is a reason why I have this here. Ha 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 ha. So I know what I'm doing. Oh, as if I know what I'm doing. Right. So, voila. Adeptus Titanicus. Big dude, power fist. Because these are pretty much one of the easiest ones to come by. Is the plasma wielding, Sun Fury plasma annihilator wielding warlord. The double volcano APOC launchers are much harder to get hold of, and they're also for some reason dearer. Much like with Reavers, if you were buying plastic Reaver Titan kit, the original or the Alpha pattern, which is the Apox, Gatling, Las Blaster, and Power Fist. They're always dearer than the beta one. So, no reason why. This, just throw that away. As if I, of all people, need instructions on how to build warlords. Because I don't. I'm not just bragging. I am bragging. Really don't need instructions. I have evolved past that level of things. Well, that comes later. Right. So, got the base. Sorry about the slap. Oh, that's a fault. Thank you, Mellow Shade. Oh yeah, Lee, your family. Do you want to be a Reaver? I've got a Reaver spare. Stockpile of weapons for various Titans. So, for this particular fellow, because this is Hades, and Hades is like, he's god of the underworld. He's the one that kills and die, all that sort of shit. Yeah, I'm using him as sort of a death incarnate in a way. So I was discussing the other day what I wanted, like when I was talking about Poseidon, Shaker of Earth, so Quake Cannon, obvious, Grav Cannon, because yes, and then the noise of the Gatling blasters, which you can actually hear Gatling blasters in Honor the Dead by Gav Thorpe audiobook, because there's lots of Titans in that, and they open up with a Gatling blaster right near to a Hadlock, which was like, oh, it's very noisy out here. So yes, sorry. So with the weapons loadout, so obviously we've got Zeus with his volcano cannon, claw, and the Vulcans. We've got Poseidon. So the weapon loadout I want to do with Hades. So he'll have a Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator because it's awesome. He will also have the Volcanite Destructor. Bear with me. on the roof, he's going to have paired turbo lasers. Now, with paired turbo lasers, I actually really like them with Warlords because they've got range. They've also got no negative modifiers for range. So you've got up to 32 inches with that, no mods, so you're hitting on a 3+ or 5+ if it's targeted, or whatever with obstruction. So that's cool. The Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator, 4 shots. So that's good for helping strip shields, which obviously the las blasters, the turbo lasers will also do, because you've got shield bane with these, so that's handy. The Volkite is also good for stripping shields because you're going to have a minimum of 3 hits, because they have Void Breaker against shields only of 2. So you get 3 shots with one of these things. So you're going to, theoretically, you'll as long as you hit once, you'll then get the bonus shield breaker of 2 hits. So the maximum is going to be 5 hits, but the minimum is going to be 3, because if you don't hit, you don't get Void Breaker. So, so as long as you hit once, which is good, you'll get the Void Breaker. Now, that's only strength 6. So you're thinking, Lee, why? Why would you do such a thing? So with him, with that Void Breaker on the Volkite Destructor, that's going to give you... get that into position. So that's 5 shield saves if you get full whack. But also, once shields are down, you're going to start shooting them with the Sun Fury. You'll shoot them with the Sun Fury. And as long as you get a decent hit, so, like body on something, you're going to be doing maximal fire with the Sun Fury. So it's a minimum 10. So if you get, 4 hits or even 3 hits, and you get some real decent strength hits, so like 4+ basically on a body, is normally going to be either a devastating or a crit on smaller engines. So like Warhounds, 14 is a crit. So if you get a couple of body hits at least, or even a couple of crits, or whatever you get, it's going to send that track down. So you're going to start getting pluses to the strength of whatever's hitting it. Because with the Volkite Destructor, it has beam, and some of you already know this. So with beam, it's basically you target wherever the hell you want. You pay the price in the reactor, but you will go, I'm shooting you in the body, and I don't need to roll because I hit. And then you're hitting with 3 dice worth, because it's not a hit, sort of thing, because you're using beam. So if you had a good hit from the Sun Fury, and you'll say, you've bumped that track down to like +3 on the damage, you're saying I'm shooting you in the body. So you're at strength 9, 3 hits at strength 9 to a location that you want to hit without having to roll to hit it. Is very handy. This is the coup de grace. This is what kills Titans. So you use it to strip the shields at the start. Once the shields are down, you hit them with the big stuff. Then you use that. So basically you'll use the other 2 weapons first, and then you've got that just to finish, because you want to get that damage track up on the structure, because obviously, hopefully you're hitting a body, and hopefully you're doing a lot of damage with the Sun Fury, because you said base of 10, then whack that down. But yeah, that is a very effective weapon. So it's one of my favourite ones, to be honest. Like Quake Cannons I love, because I like making Titans dance. Las Blasters, Turbo Lasers, because you only got 4 shots, but there are no negative modifiers for range, because targeted shots are important in this game. So you've not got, on Hades, there's no area effect weaponry. It is no blast templates. It is all direct fire weapons. So yeah, that would Hades would probably be the biggest killer against whatever you're up against. So it seemed apt. Right. I do quite like the Reaver model, but I think out of the ones I'll have to have built, it's just really be like, this is Titanicus. I still haven't gotten to play an AT game. Really? Oh, you're a Adepticon, aren't you, Mouse? So maybe if you had your stuff with you, because I know there's people going down there wanting to play AT, so it'd be worth it on the off chance. And you might meet someone friendly and have a game. Have a game with a mouse. Mouse is in the house. So, all that ranting for the last, God knows how long I've been ranting for. 40 minutes. And I've just started taking off bits off of the sprue. What are people working on tonight? You've not played AT either? Well, I'll try to arrange something at some point, Lee, if you fancy a game. It's not as if you're a million miles away now, is it? That sounds like the boys' races are in town as well. Little leggies. Building sorority. Oh, nice. Some rum. Yeah, that's what's in here. Why rum gone? Right, let's. At the moment, I'm holding my silly cat Hobbs whilst trying to paint. Oh, me too. You do indeed. Hello, Avdominus Nox. Night Lords in the house. How many Titans do I have at the moment? Actually, that is something, because I did add. Well, I added stuff. Now I have a pen to hand, and once I've got a pen to hand, he says, no, can't write on that. Let's write on this. Right. So I was checking, so I need to total them all up. So I'm just going to go into my Titan production list and write down what I need to add up. So 1, 17, 18, 17, 13, 13, 11, 15, 12, and that's now 9. So, calculator function. So, built and painted in my personal collection is 126 Titans across 9 legios. I haven't added up the knights. The last time I did, there was 150 knights, and that was before they released Armigers and the Atrapos and the Asterius. So I have a few of them. So yeah, 126 dudes at the present, Titan-wise. In my backlog, so we're building a Warlord tonight. So that's 127. I've got 3 Reavers, so that's 130. 1 Warbringer, 131, and 2 Warhounds, so that's 133. I thought I had 4 no, it's 2 Warhounds. It's 2, so yeah, so we've got them to be built. I think that's right, yeah. So, yes. Matt annoyed me by sending me a preview vehicle late. It has to be done by next weekend. Only got it today. Whilst he was sunning himself down in London, enjoying himself. If you saw that picture he took of him and Lauren and the kids in Tottenham Court Road, I told him to do that. I think that should be a thing that we always do, is go and, oh you little, there we go. Go have a selfie in front of the Griffin holding weapons. So if anyone watching this does go down to Tottenham Court Road, that's what you'll do. Other than that, a Revenant, just finished 2 Wraith Knights, just to basically, oh yeah, you're getting, in a couple of weeks time, those of us in the UK, there is an event called Beachhead on the south coast, down in Bournemouth, the Bournemouth International Centre. Massive games event for the weekend, and the Titan Owners Club will be there in force, well, in part force, not a full force, but a good bit of force, doing a Titan walk. I also know our friends at Maximal Fire are down there doing an event as well, and I shall be meeting up with Alex Peake of Maximal Fire whilst there, and catching up with that dude, as well as a few others as well. Badger, who sometimes comes on here, he'll be down there as well. With Maximal Fire people, so I'll definitely say hello to them. Like last year when we done the get together of the War Masters, that was a very quickly arranged gathering of War Masters. There you go. So it's self-explanatory, really. That's insane. Yeah. Wordbearer jumps assault squad. May have a spot of good luck. Oh, packing all my stuff in storage. I found all the parts for the Warlord, whose legs I've had finished since before I painted my War Master. So I'm working on that too. Excellent. It's lovely when that sort of thing happens. You go, ooh, it's you. Well, I haven't seen you since the plague. So these little bits here, there is a secret. So if you had cut them off, that bit goes onto the base of these bits here. So that's how you know where it goes, like that. So you won't get that wrong in future when building these buggers. La 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 la. The other thing you have to remember, for those who haven't experienced this, is to make sure when you've got this section, to put this section, that the leg goes like so, because a lot of people do it like that, as if it's a knee. Well, it is a knee, but it goes like that. You don't glue that part. You glue these sections here, 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 and here, like so. So you have this little hole at the front. Now, you don't have to tidy this bit because that is where the fire plate sits, so you're not going to see that. So you don't have to go too mental. But that, I always leave loosey-goosey, because that's how, when you're arranging the position, and then once you've got a position that you like, you sort of glue it together. I'll be obviously adding more to this, but then just put a bit of glue into that bit, wiggle it a bit so it starts to dry, and then you've got your position sorted out. So that's one leg. Forget that bit. That's focused silence. There you go. So again, that's all groovy, 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 and that's what we like to see. Internet. Right. Put you there. I might be able to see you better then. What am I doing? Yeah, drink. Right. Now with the hip sections, again, just get the bits out. Now you have these parts here and here. So you've got part 21 and part 22. Just cut them out. You don't have to worry. You don't have to follow instructions, because they're pretty self-explanatory where the hell they go once you get the main bit done. So in the instructions, it normally says to do these parts all together before attaching them to the leg. Don't bother. Do what I do. So you've got that bit in place there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Then spot there, spot there, spot there, spot there, spot there, spot there. Bit round the rim. Yeah. And then that plugs in like that. So at least that gets straight there, and then you put a bit on the side, smidge on the sides there and there. And then you look at the angle, you go, right, okay, well that's higher there because that's slightly sloped. And then you just pop that into position there. and then you flip around and you go, oh look, it goes that way, and it's done. In my early days, I'd done that so wrong so many times it was scary, but it's nice, straightforward, easy. It's all connected. Bosh. Oh, I feel like Jamie Oliver. The Jamie Oliver of Titans. That's not a title I want. Anyone calls me that, I kill them. Pucker. So, as I said, these Titans, I find Warlords probably the most straightforward Titan to actually assemble out of the range, because you can't go too far wrong. It's only when you want to do things a little bit more exotic and do some like really funky posing or whatever. So you might have to do a little bit of extra work with it, but not necessarily the case. Right. So that's leg 2 done. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I was trying to think, Kenneth. Well, no, that was Frankie Howard. Right? Oh, Tessie! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! See, I can do Kenneth Williams, but it's Kenneth Williams doing the voice, or the voices from Will-O-the-Wisp. Oh, Princess, no! Oh! So, yes. Hello, Wave. Oh, Arthur. Will-O-the-Wisp, if you never saw it, it was a classic. And Evelina! And the Moog. The Moog, who's, I think he's mostly by Spirit Animal. Right, so let's get that away. That. Now we move on. We move on to hips. Oh, oh. Oh, Arthur. Don't worry, mate. Arthur's a caterpillar, by the way. He's the hero of this story. And Mavis Cruitt, who is a little plump fairy. Well, I thought it was called Will-O-the-Wisp. Will-O-the-Wisp was just like the storyteller. It's like, if you don't know what a Will-O-the-Wisp is, it's a gaseous thing. So there, we've learnt something new. Oh, that's what I'm after. It's butt grill. If you wasn't aware, Warlord Titan has the biggest butt grill going. There you go. Look at the size of that butt. Butt. Butt grill. Right, so again, just go with the flow. Give that a little pinch. Smooth that out. Smooth that out. So, butt plating. Little one. Hello, little one. Are we hobbying tonight, little one? Please say so. We're building warlords. La da 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 la. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right. There's its groin. There's its butt. Hip sockets. So, the mouse. Oh yes, Mouse has gladly agreed to be a warbringer in the Legio Vulturum. And Mellow Shade. Did you okay being made into a Reaver, Lee? Or better ask again. I wasn't sure if you did or not. I'm thinking I might make up for our last for next weekend. Our list for next weekend. Now you need to tell me what your well, points wise. You don't have to tell me what you're bringing. You've already told me what you want to bring, but points wise, I need to know your points. All right. Yeah. So with Hades and killing things, I did actually, because I've got some knights. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much, Melishade. I shall do that. From way back when. Oh look, Malanax. I was thinking Dead Knights on base. So make a difference from Dead Titans. And I just think that it should be something grand and spectacular. And it sounds about right for being a bit of a bully. Yeah, I was around about that sort of level. So I'll probably do a like dismembered knight-ish kind thing. Plan within plans, schemes within schemes. But the thing is, as I say, we've got to do this. You know, where are we going to put what? So let's get freaky. My children in the house. Luke, who came to visit me at my store yesterday and hang out, and we took some pictures of our Titans and stuff. It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, as Bono would sing. Might be going a little bit OTT for doing this as something to be destroyed, but whoopsie doodles. I squeezed a little bit too hard. Oh, it's lovely when the family gets together. It's a lovely time of year when Titan families get together. Oh. I'm having a thought. You see. That's why I'm a little bit into here, because you need to get this a bit lower. So I'm thinking I have sort of like, part out like that, maybe cutting through at a diagonal. Then I've got one to do two, like dead here, dead at the back there, him striding through, and then split the legs between the two. That's the plan. That's the plan we've got. Though I'm probably going to have to run back indoors because I haven't got a saw with me. And that, my dear fellows and fellowettes, is a problem. So, yes. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to run indoors quickly. So let's take a break here for like 20 seconds. If you need to get a coffee, go get a coffee. If you need something a bit stiffer, harder, go for that. Chat in the chat. I'm just going to quickly nip and get a saw because I've got to do this because this is the plan. This is the way, I tell you. This is what we do here. I have a saw. Right. I also have a beer. Right. I'll stall for time. I tried adding a mechanical alloy attachment and I need a HQ and stuff, so I tried just adding a Cristoris alloy attachment. They still have like the formations, like the Leviathan. I can't remember Leviathan setup and stuff like that. So. Saw and a beer. What could go wrong? Well, we'll soon find out, my dear friend. um, right, that's big clippers. Yeah. It most certainly is. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Uh, all I'm seeing is your hand going back and forth. Sexy, isn't it? Who's this is Filipitos. Tartan. Hello to Sunbeam for me, please. Thank you very much. Hello, Sunbeam. Really? Was that like Pride of the Legion though? Was or Primark Zone? Because there's one you can have a Primark for like a small list, and then you have the Warhound as a um, warlord or something like Lord of War. It isn't actually making me choose a Rite of War. I wonder if the 2-2 H-Crystals backstroke is still a bit janky. Could be. You never know with those things. Yes, you do need Helverines as troops. That's why people have been buying Amigas. Boy racers. They're back in business, people. Yeah, I know you've missed them. That's they're back though. Buzzing around in their little automobiles. Yeah. Is it possible to take a night only list with Mechanicum now? Well, they have their own night, so I'm assuming yes. Because you have the night households and then you have the Mechanicum nights. Yeah. I'm a soaring away, cut the little bugs in half. Oh, almost lost his face. And then he realized he cut the wrong side off. Whoopsie doodles. try new stuff. Get a hole there, that's that. Looking in the boxes of wonder. So, Freeman's in a warhound. That's baby chihuahua. It's a little bit longer than I wanted. Oh, bugger. Oh. Oh, hello, MZ, and hello, Judge. Welcome. The internet is working to a certain extent, and yes, I am indeed alive in a very non-dead capacity. Maybe a bit too much. How are you both? How are you? What have you been up to? Anything interesting happening? Tell us all. I think that could work. That could very well work. What's this for? Oh, no, this one. Built a Voltan Champagne today for boarding actions, 11 models in the force. Sounds quite intense. A lot of action going on down there with those small dudes. Yeah. Dropping everything. Oh, no. I might need to admit defeat and hire someone to build him. I mean, it's practically there. God, I'm so mad. I know I bought a new Abaddon plate. I can't find it anywhere. One leg. As I was saying earlier on, it's all about positioning and posability and all that jazz. If you don't get the build, the pose right, it does have a detrimental effect to how your Titan will look. And that's all in the legs. Torso does minimal amounts of work, but if you don't get that bit right, then you are going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I'm going to do something different to what I normally do because I had to break off a goddamn toe. Just going to apply the some of the leg armour. And get that going, because then that might stable things up a little bit and make things a little bit better. Who knows? Not nearly so important. Because what I really want to do is see how this leg groove is going to fit. Because that's when you're doing certain poses with these kits, it can be quite tricky to get the bloody main leg bits to fit in. No, that's fine. I'm taking no prisoners today. Oh, you simple sod. Also, the other thing to remember when you're putting on these little bits is that the smooth bit goes at the front. Team America, fuck yeah. Hey, Surface. Sorry, dude. I was busy being focused on posing. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat again, dude. And what are you working on? Nothing going my way, hobby-wise today. Going to hang out with Sarah for a bit. Have a lovely night, Father, and everyone. All right. Love you, little one. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. Say hello to Sarah for me, please. Beep, 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 beep. Right, so let's come down so you can see the pose. So it'll blind me, so main screen. There you go. A couple of, well, there's one dead knight captured two, and this dude is going to be strutting his stuff through the debris. I'll add some more debris as well, and stuff just to jazz it up a little bit more. But that's not looking too shabby so far. Once you've got the legs, the posing done, it's then getting the top section done, which we'll be getting onto next. But I just wanted to see how that was looking. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's most glorious. And I also say you've got to get some more rubble and stuff mixed in on that base. So what I'll do now, quickly, is normally put something there so I know where that front foot's going to go. So that way it's easy sort of reference point, if you know what I mean. So I'll do the same round side here. And all I'm doing is just cutting up bits of plastic into little strips. I'll do that because then it gives you like the little strips add like little girders and stuff like that, because then I'll do something like that just to break up what I'm actually doing, if you know what I mean. The wind's picking up again. Just add random textures and bits of plastic everywhere. Pile them up, in fact, make them high. Get them nice. Great Posley. I'm sat at my desk working on some Kit Bash Sekitari or Night Militia. Not decided yet. Sekitari, you've got Titans. You need. Sorry, stop blinding everyone. You need your foot troops for your Titans to protect them from ravaging cyber dudes and munchkins. They're very dangerous this time of year, especially to Titans, because Titans' weaknesses are infantry. It's a well-known fact. Not very good against infantry. And they come running along, causing mayhem. Right. Where's the... Yeah. When in doubt, glue it all out. I know. That's better, I guess. Yeah, I want it out. Alright, so that's that so far. Oh, where did I put the other stuff? Oh, there it is. Now this is where it gets interesting. He says, right, a little mix. For reference. Hey, Toffee Troll, how you doing, buddy? You all good? I hope. I'm just doing the base work on the third of my warlords for Lujo Culture. What are you up to, Trophy? Anything exciting today? Or orkishness? Looking good. I'm working on my golden boy. Oh, not going. I thought I'd pop in here and say hi. Well, it's always appreciated, sir. Lovely to see you. You're not tormenting me about converting knights into orky monstrosities. That's all. Yeah. Screams of terror of the amateur human. I'll take that out because that's where its foot's just come up from, so it's not going to necessarily be totally like, you know, flat. A little bit extra here and there, it's never going to hurt really. Get them all done and dusted and sorted out as such. And yes, it's found in place there. That's alright, I suppose. The base and the legs taken care of, he says, as he just sticks himself onto some skate. Do that. Just stuck the knife to me. Yeah, lock in there as well. Right. Let us continue with our adventures in building from the clippers. Going to bed. Well, why not? It's a long old day, a long old night. Yeah, so because you wanted to know earlier on, that's one. That's the other one. And obviously, that one that we're building is the third of the trio. What? No. You're doing Metallica, aren't you? You use them with that. Don't you dare do that to a Psi Titan. They're a rare and beautiful unicorn. You can't be doing that, boy. Leggies. All right, okay. But still. Yeah. All that done. So these little side bits. Which don't actually do on a wall all the time, they're just added detail, but they're important to the build. Get that going. So a little bit of glue over here. Get that bit right over there. Let's grab a beer from outside. Oh. So, better hobby fuel. So you can see with the torso, it's fairly easy to actually assemble. It's the quickest part of the build generally, but it also has some of the most awkward bits in the build, because shield generators, all 8 of them, are renowned for, if you're not careful, popping off and disappearing into the carpet. So I normally leave them till last, after putting on the Ardax defense lasers and bolters, or Artalax, or whatever I call it. Do all the other little bits to enclose the engine sections. Luke, did you see the good news that Aaron is going to be possibly popping down for one day at least for Beachhead? Sure, you'll be excited about that your nemesis is in attendance. No, I don't. If you was here earlier on, the instructions are over there. I took them out of the box and chucked them. It was somebody was asking me on, I think on Instagram, why you build them so fast, sort of thing. I said, well, yeah, I feel like I'm like one of those grizzled, marine veterans that field strips their AR-15 blindfolded and then reassembles it. And yeah, I also said that with the Warlord. Warlord is probably the most easiest. For me, I find it the easiest to assemble. Compared to the other Titans in the game. All right, boy. No worries. You've had a long couple of days. Coming down and see me yesterday, and obviously getting all your toys today. So thank you for hanging out as always. It was good to see you as always. Always. And sweet dreams of Titans. I'll speak to you again soon. And love to Sunbeam as well, please. It's okay, it's safe. It hasn't done anything dangerous yet. Right, so this is the fun part. these little buggers. So with a nice snippy, I always lay it down, finger on, so it doesn't spring off. Because there have been many princeps that have lost their shields because of over-enthusiasticness. Break it down, because that's all gone now. And then these little nubbets here. And what pose? Oh, okay. So there's the base. Got the knights in place. And that's what we've got for Hades. Oh, wasn't quite in place. There you go. All right. Yeah, I got them off of Phil a couple of years ago now. But they have done good service. I've got them, and I have these ones, which I think might have been I don't know if I can actually say. It doesn't say who's. I think it was like an army painter one or something like that from a few years ago as well. So I used them for thick plastic and resin, and the Alto or whatever they're called for smaller, delicate stuff. So that's that. Mostly plastics as well. Getting into those awkward, hard to reach areas where those thick ones are for sheer brutality. Brutality, I tell you. So always glue onto there, up and above. Clip in, so that's all glued together. That helps reinforce it as well. You can see that a bit better there. So that's Get those magnets in first. I have two types of magnets there. These should be M52, I think. These ones in here are N55, which I got recently because they just did the job. And this plug in. These ones are always a bit more trickier because of being innies. So I use the end of the scraping tool to get them into place. Because I have a magnet on here where I've marked it to know which the polarity is. On the end there. Position, finger on. Magnetized. Damn! So yeah, something like that. Have a little moment to solidify. Yes. Right, yeah, so with this particular one, the head I'm going to be using is the one that I've used the very least on all my warlords. I normally go with the one like on Rob's one, wherever I can, especially on loyalist ones, but you know, needs must, and that's how I envisioned his one anyway, so I had to do it. I need to make some jungle trees, 80 scale. I think it'll be an interesting setting. Well, you've done like, you know, beach. That time you moved inland. Are you doing another leisure, or is this for your commission one? Customer is building the damn thing as well. Did I say I would be happy to build it? I did say you'd be happy to build it, sorry. Well, saves you a job, I suppose. So you just be doing the base and the painting, yeah? Get that piece in. Now, sort of like building it can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'll tidy up actually before that. But if he wants to build it, he wants to build it. It's not what you can do with that. We just didn't paint the base. All right, okay. Different, I guess. That one always reminds me. Now you mentioned it, yes, it does a bit, doesn't it? Yes, it's Rey Mysterio. Right. Just borrowing your weapons for a sec, Rob. That's the pose we've got with this dude. Now, as I said, it's going to be Volkite on one arm. That's the sort of gait you've got with that. Right. We should focus. And turbo lasers on the top. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Little dead knights. Striding on through the battlefield. So, keep your weapons back off.